2022, the 24th Olympic Winter Games will kick off with eye-popping pageantry. Hundreds and thousands of people from around the world will descend on Beijing and pay good money to attend the opening ceremonies, where they will consume an impressive display of Chinese Communist Party propaganda. Meanwhile, Beijing holds foreign citizens hostage, uses deadly force along the disputed Sino-Indian frontier, and employs near daily military intimidation against Taiwan. And 2 years ago, China's mendacious mishandling of COVID-19 in its early stage all but ensured the novel coronavirus would not be contained. At the same time, in East Turkistan, to you known as Xinjiang, dozens of concentration camps host around 3 million Uyghurs, Kazakhs, and other Muslim minorities. Reports of political indoctrination, forced labor, torture, sexual violence, rape, organ harvesting, and forced sterilization abound. Tomorrow, while millions of Chinese people, citizens across the country tune in at prime time to cheer on their country's medal hopefuls, women and men in the camps will lay in their bunks as darkness falls, hoping to avoid recurring torture. East Turkistan. I'm going to tell you where East Turkistan is, just short bit. East Turkistan is situated in the heart of Asia and lying on the fablet ancient Silk Road. Is a historical homeland of the Turkic-speaking Uyghurs and other Central Asian peoples. East Turkistan has effectively been occupied by China since 1949. Over the past 5 years, Uyghurs have been the target of some of the most restrictive and comprehensive security measures deployed in China. Beyond the camps, a surveillance state monitors Uyghurs' every move, using artificial intelligence, facial recognition technology, cameras on every block, and even Chinese agents living with Uyghur families in order to monitor them 24 hours a day, straight from the page of George Orwell's 1984 book. People have not even chance to breathe freely there. It's like in Tibet, East Turkistan, everywhere is the same. The ongoing atrocities to Uyghurs may be the worst of the known abuses in China, but they are not a singular phenomenon. In Tibet, a new system of coercive vocational training and labor transfer resembles that seen in East Turkistan. And that's before we've even looked at the crackdown on Christians, the persecution of the Falun Gong spiritual movement, the repression in Tibet, and destruction of Hong Kong's promised freedom and autonomy. The Chinese mainland plays host to emerging panopticon in which authorities are always watching. Chinese city is a big brother. Of course, the Olympic Games are incredibly opportunity to allow the world's best athletes to represent their countries and our nations, and should not be hosted by one of the world's worst human rights abusers. The 2019 Freedom House report showed that women, ethnic and religious minorities, and LGBTQ+ community in China have no opportunity to gain meaningful political representation and are barred from advancing their interests outside the formal structures of Communist Party in China. The spectacle of Olympics cannot cover up genocide. It's hard to understand why anyone feels it's even possible to celebrate international friendship and Olympic values in Beijing this year. Olympics should allow to relocate the Games to a country where a government respects the dignity and human rights of all people. Under President Xi Jinping, Chinese authorities have been committing mass abuses against Uyghurs, Tibetans, other ethnic groups, and religious believers from all independent faith groups. They have eliminated independent civil society by persecuting human rights activists, feminists, lobbyists, journalists, and others. that the Winter Olympics is held in Beijing sends a signal to the world that Xi Jinping's government is normal. When the world rationalizes away such an abusive situation, it makes it harder for victims to stand up against injustice. I hope every athlete will wrestle with their conscience as to whether it's morally right to compete in games hosted by a regime that